Welcome, adventurer, to the grim darkness of the Warhammer 40k universe. Here, among the stars, is a time of danger, excitement, and endless possibilities. And what better way to experience this thrilling universe than through a Rogue Trader Roleplay Campaign? In this series, we will follow a group of daring adventurers as they navigate the perils of the galaxy, seeking fortune, glory, and survival. Together, they will face off against countless foes, from foul Xenos and heretics to rival traders and the most powerful factions. So sit back, strap in, and get ready for an adventure like no other. Welcome to our Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader Roleplay Campaign.
Yeah.
We'll pick up where we left off. It's going to be a few months after the events on the Hive World, which has no name. And you've been travelling on your ship. I did have the notes here. I know, I had it on the PC, and the PC froze and crashed.
Void's Fortune.
John, you
if that
got
helps.
the character sheets. Where's the character sheets?
Void's Fortune, thank you,
under-
Scott.
Under your character.
But I'm not
Go
on
to
there.
journal.
I've got Ninja up.
Yes.
You're not in on
Well, that's your first fucking
Roll
mistake,
20.
isn't it?
Well,
you
that's,
need to go on roll
Yeah.
20.
look, I've got to say you're being a bit special. You're making me a boomer look awesome. That's how
I
bad
never
you
used
are.
Roll20.
How can you call him
Never
special?
used
He has a certificate and everything. Leave him alone.
I do actually have a certificate. Yeah,
I know.
I'm
So-
both physically and mentally disabled.
Oh right, I've got a friend who's got one that's.
We sent you the link to roll 20.
That's cool. I just loaded up myself because I'm like a boss.
Yeah.
Just trying to win back points.
We get points.
JG
don't.
I
8
get points.
6
You're a
7.
I
girly.
get points, Claire.
Claire doesn't get a point. She's a girly.
We
She-
play
she's
roleplay
not allowed
games
points.
online remotely with each other. There's no fucking points being won by anyone, let's be fair.
What do you mean? I thought I could get racist, sexist, homophobic. I thought I was going to get it all.
No, the fact that you...
Gotta
that's,
catch
the,
'em all.
that's the different type of bingo.
Where it goes, oh, bingo.
That's Matt Bingo, or Mingo for short.
Anyway, so, yeah.
Are you in now, Josh? You got your sheet and everything?
Yeah, I'm just trying to stop the camera up.
Fucking golden. Yeah, I'll start. So it's been a few months since your valiant rescue of the navigator from the Hive World. You've been traveling around the Ultima Segmentum,
Oh,
and you're currently
with the
en
blood.
route to Nocturne to
Oh.
deliver. Basically on a little shipping run. Nice, easy job.
We're going where?
Nocturne.
Yeah, there you go. Just to drop off some nice, easy stuff.
About.
I'll see you guys next week because my character's not leaving the ship for reasons. Although
It's just to meet a passing salamander fleet to drop off some goods.
That's fine. He's a road trader. It's all gravy.
It's all gravy. Don't worry.
Not that salamanders have a beef with the spiky elder.
Yeah,
They do have beef with people. The good thing there's no spiky Eldar here,
Yeah, good thing there is no spiky Eldar here.
or friends of spiky Eldar.
I know what you're talking about.
What?
I don't know.
So-
I don't own a ball knife.
I thought Scott was a spiky elder. Or am I putting my foot in my mouth?
Scott's Eldar.
Just go away and hug your fucking wee pillow.
Are you sure he's not a spiky elder?
The way of the sword. Many other ways of things. So we currently have. So on the bridge, we're going to have Regis, Regaius. Sorry,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
I'd forgotten about that.
Couldn't even
Thank
get
you,
it right
Sean.
once, man. Couldn't even get it right once.
We've got Regaius, Winter, Teclis. I imagine you're down in your little
Engine
dungeon
delirium.
of joy.
Experimentation.
Is that
Winter
working,
would-
by the way? Just
It kind of
before
is.
we-
It's just hard to understand.
Oh, should I turn
I'll
down the
get it.
multiplayer a little bit? This should have been done first. You guys can carry on. I'm just going to play about with the voice.
Okay. Matt, where would you like your character to be, on the ship, on the bridge with the others, or just relaxing in your room? Or
No, because this is Nocturne, isn't that the home of
The Night
Salamanders?
Lords.
Yeah. Yeah,
yes,
so he wants to see the Grey Ron Shah.
But-
He excited. He excited to see the Grey Ron Shah. Very excited.
Matt, I would. Oh, so Matt's going to be muted the entire time. So
I'm gonna get so many flags when I try and upload this.
realistically, though, Matt, like unless you've got Forbidden Law Astartes or any of the Astartes laws, let's be honest, we wouldn't really know that.
That's good, Josh.
Hello.
Hiya.
I would know about the whole point about Forbidden Law is you know more than just they're called Space
Yeah.
Marines, mate.
Do you have any law
No,
Astartes?
no.
So you're just going to a dark planet, same as I am, as far as I'm concerned.
No, okay. Well, I was going to say I would know there's Space Marines
What?
there, wouldn't
Why
I?
would?
Wouldn't
Why would
we?
you? Why would you? Has anybody got Astartes?
has anybody said there's Space Marines there?
That's
All right. If we don't know there's Space Marines there, because I thought we would be going to meet the Space Marines, but obviously not. So that's fine. In that case, fuck that shit. I'm not a bridge. Fuck them all. I don't really shit about this.
to be
Really?
fair.
Out
Sean
of
did say
interest,
we're going to
I've
meet a
got-
Slamonder's fate.
A fleet.
I've got
Yeah.
I've got Mechanicus lore. Like, I would surely know the different chapters from that because Mechanicus also deal with the Astartes.
No.
Yes, they do. I
They
suppose
do,
you might
but
try and blag that.
A separate
mm,
thing. You slag.
Underworld
Adeptus
and Forbidden Law,
Mechanicus
Architect,
is not
that's all
the
I've got.
Imperium.
But the DM also did say that we're literally going to meet a Salamander's fleet. So there's
Yeah,
that.
the drop of supplies.
Oh,
You're going
yeah,
to
no,
go
that's
meet
yeah.
a frigate known as the Burning Vengeance.
Oh,
It's okay.
sounds quaint.
It is. It's a quaint little ship.
Antiquated.
Is there anything you guys want to do on the ship before we get going? Anything you wanted to have a little look around, meeting the characters,
How long
anything
is
like
it going to take to get there?
that? Total travel time is going to be about a week.
Okay, once course is set in, I will retire to my chambers, and I
Okay.
will send out a summoning comm to have Winter come to my chambers.
Oh my!
I'll just be in my kingdom in the lower decks, in my throne room,
Yeah, your throne room.
and I justify it this way: Martin put me in the lower decks with all the people that have been bred in there for millennia, and I am a god to them.
Why?
Because why the fuck not? When you handed lemons, make some motherfucking lemonade.
Okay, well, my character is going to be well, about the best thing he can do is technology. So he's going to be hanging around the engineering decks, the gunnery decks. May spend a little bit of time with the old tech, the old tech priest. Not entirely sure he's a bit freaky, that one. In fact, he's very freaky in the fact that he's into the flesh rather than into the mechanics. But you know, whatever. And yeah, so that's what he'll be doing. He'll be.
All I've got in my head is Josh constantly like electroshocking him out of the fucking like, don't touch the sacred machine.
I wish to spend my time creating mangled horrors of iron and flesh.
Yes.
Surely they are beautiful horrors now.
Not when I'm through with them.
Sean, I'm just going to send you a message on Discord, mate.
Alrighty.
It's broken. It's broken. It's just officially broken. Everything's broken.
So it begins.
We're not worried.
Well, if it's broken, it's the tech priest's job to fix it.
That's valid.
That's fair. Tech priest, get to it. Make
Yeah,
it.
I'm
Yeah,
down.
make it into a flesh and some nightmare of flesh and steel.
Could somebody lend me a femur or two? Just a little bit of connectivity issue here.
Well, if the Eldar's the god of the lower decks, you can just go to him. I'm sure he'll hand over a few slaves.
What happened to all those guys you got from the Hive?
There was only a few of them.
It was only one.
seriously?
No, we brought back more.
It was
Yeah,
about
because
5.
me and Josh
4 or
went
5.
hunting.
4 or 5.
They have been. I mean, Josh, would you want to
They did.
elaborate on what you've been doing with them?
Probably not.
War crimes. Pardon me.
Hang on, I'm just
What's
thinking of
the
something.
lion quote? It's only a war crime if there's survivors to witness it.
That's about right.
These poor souls will be relinquished of their flesh to better serve the Imperium.
Yeah, Claire. So everyone else is doing their doodads. Claire, you're sort of summoned by the Rogue Trader to his chambers.
Okay, so I will.
Has she been instructed to be barefoot?
Wrong character.
But better barefoot than anything else. Sorry, did I say that?
Wrong character. That's the other. That's the other
Okay.
game. Yeah. So I will head to see the Rogue Trader, and I will.
Yeah.
Knock on the door.
Here, enter
I enter and I give a small bow.
is a lovely ornate stateroom with a nice big wooden desk, which I'm currently looking through scrolls of parchment and a data slate or two on the desk. Have a seat, Winter,
I take a seat.
and remotely close the door. So, just us here. Tell me how you and this Caldor came to meet.
I will tell him about the gateway we were looking at. The active gateway, and we were jumped. I need to go find it.
Hmm.
We were jumped by something. I can't remember what it was. It turned out that the Eldar was also in the presence as well, and spying on us. And he also got jumped by the same things.
Sorry, you have to backtrack a little bit further than that. What were you doing in the moments or even the times prior to the situation that led to you two meeting?
Out character that hasn't been discussed.
So you were just in an event.
You were doing your Sunshell shit. You were basically tomb raiding.
Okay, so that was actually an order from you then.
Okay. And
Perhaps
so
a
you were.
freelance.
Sorry, what was that?
Mayhaps moonlighting.
I don't know. I haven't actually done anything for that particular part of the backstory.
Okay. So you were on was this planet side? You said.
Yeah, it was planet side.
And what happened? You said something about an event. What event happened? You were attacked by something? You didn't really make that very clear.
Okay, out of character, I actually don't remember that part of the backstory at all.
Okay. So something happened, and this Eldari happened to be in the same place.
Yeah.
Was he shadow skulking? Did he drop out of a rift?
From what I can remember, he was up a tree, I think, spying on us. We just didn't notice him at the time.
Okay, what happened then? You must have done something to valiantly earn your trust to you bring him before me and bring him on board.
He did help us get out of the situation.
Mm-hmm.
So we ended up saving each other's lives.
Okay. And what's your take on him?
He's a Xenos. You don't trust him. Don't turn your back on him for a minute.
Indeed.
Wait, just to clarify, me as the player or the character? Because both is applicable here.
Line is blurred right now, Scott. You
Those
see him like,
lines do be blurry.
sits back in his chair in ponderment. What do you think his objective is? Why do you think he is here? Why has he not sought passage or rescue from his own kind?
Worst case scenario is outcast from his own kind.
Outcast of an outcast.
Could be. Could also be a spy if we're not careful. We would, after all, be the perfect way into the Imperium.
Well, I would caution you to keep your wits about with him. His silver tongue carries honeyed words. And it's not the first time I've heard such speak.
I will definitely be on my guard front no matter what anyway. But as he is currently on your ship, my lord, for all I care, you can space him.
I would encourage you to keep an eye out for anything that you would deem an irregularity in behaviour. And I would expect, with your position, to report such behaviours. Can I count on that, Winter?
Of course.
Excellent. Right, I'll allow you to see to your duties. Dismissed.
My lord, and I'll up and leave.
Very interesting. Okay. Is there anything else you guys would like to do while you're here? Or no?
I will go about whatever duties I've got. So I'll be cataloguing whatever we have supplies-wise.
Okay.
And doing the numbers.
I just want to send that transmission, Sean, as soon as I can.
Yeah.
I'm going to be most probably trying to find out more information about the area we're going to, because it pays to be organised at least a little bit.
How would you do that? Through the ship's databanks, or are you trying to hack in or anything like that? It's the real question here.
I don't need to hack in, I don't think. Not at this stage. I'm just going to what's available in that area, because it's quite low.
Yeah, it's just base information. It's a human settlement. It's been around it's one of the older human settlements. But that's about it. You don't get any sort of details on military forces or anything like that. That's there. It's one of humanity's oldest standing colonies, and it gives you basic sort of description of the worlds and the the day-night cycles and just the topography is the word I was trying to think of. Yeah, so basic stuff like that.
Ooh.
Okay, is everyone happy? Everyone good?
Yeah. I've discorded you the thing.
I've seen.
Cool.
Yes, if no one wants to do anything else,
if I've got time, I will also go and visit Teclis in his Empire of Engineering.
Yeah, crack on. You can go down and see him. And Josh, you're working away. What are you currently doing when Regaius walks in?
Sorry, I'm not going to say that.
How do you turn the vibration off?
Currently.
So I'm currently sat, well, not sat, but I'm currently stood by my desk. There's large green tubes full of various bits of people. And I have a brain currently sat on my desk being held up by struts with small pincers kind of picking it apart automatically. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just watching as they do it. There's a low hum of me transmitting in binary to the machine that's doing it, so it's all going in my head and going back and forth.
And I will see that you're kind of enthralled in the work, and I wait for what I from an outsider's point of view feel is a lull in the momentum before I say, Deptus, how are
Captain.
the resources serving you?
These specimens are quite old. We will require more.
And to what end? I assume this is of benefit to our adventure.
Our contract does not state me relinquishing my data upon the crew. I fix your ship. You stay out of my business, Captain. Respectfully.
Pulls a wire out of a terminal. Lights flicker. Do we understand each other? Pulls another cable. I'm sorry, can anyone fix this?
Vashtor, you got a problem over here.
Not yet.
Always. I mean, not what I say as a threat, Douglas. I always try my best to find the profits in any situation, and if your experimentations lead to something we may mutually benefit from, I see no reason why that couldn't be partly the conversation.
Science is always beneficial. Unfortunately, you are but flesh. You would not understand my motivations.
True. I remember losing that debate earlier with a toaster. If you need anything
see
else,
me and that toaster, we go way back.
Should you need anything, then please make your requisitions known.
Thank you, Captain. I will.
And I will turn on my heels and leave.
Okay.
And I will continue with my own captain's duties. If I need to sign requisition forms or anything like that, I'll be doing shite like that.
Quick, does anyone want to get any requisition forms in?
I will be reviewing them before I sign them. Thank you very much. This is not a rubber stamp motherfucking duty.
Mine will be hidden between the 456th requisition for parts and the 457th requisition for more corpse starch. Read them all, boy. Read them all.
Front and back. And I'll be changing the font and the sizing if needs be, and the colour.
A wise precaution.
I think Martin should have to make a constitution roll for becoming incredibly tired as to whether or not he misses them.
I'm already tired. I'm already very tired of this. This is why I didn't want to be in charge.
You could have played the navigator then.
Well,
I'd open myself up to a mental fucking no, I don't think so.
well, Navigator Presley's fine.
Good.
And he's cracking on. So yeah, if no one's doing anything else, so the week goes by pretty uneventful, and you eventually pull out into the Nocturne sector. Where your quarry, is that the right word? Your target basically to drop off and you'll see a little shuttle come out, deliver things, and you'll get the captain hail the ship as the shuttle's coming towards you.
On screen?
On screen.
Make it so.
Make it so.
Engage auto turrets.
Soon.
We are rogue.
Yeah, you'll see a man with ashen black skin and bright red eyes answer the hail. And he will say, "This is Captain..." What's a good name?
Ignis.
Ignis is a great name. This is Captain Ignis of the Burning Vengeance. Please ensure cargo is ready for collection. We also have a return mission for you.
I'm listening, Captain.
You are to bring Inquisitor Valance to the...
No.
Oh, God, to the Balor system to be dropped off where he'll meet with his quarry. He will be bringing a small retinue with him, and he will be on board momentarily.
Is this captain in like normal fatigues, or is there a bit of I don't know, Space Marine armoring I can see?
There's no armoring that you can see.
Can I see Black Carrot's base?
You can see a very nice Imperial Navy uniform. Very prim, very proper.
Very good, Captain. We will expect the Inquisitor's arrival post haste.
Weird. We never really expect them.
But this one is French.
Oh.
Oh no. No one expects a French Inquisition. It's always half-assed and they end up having sex in the end. Never mind. Thank you, Captain. Click. As soon as comms goes off, I will Winter.
I was there.
Oh, you were there.
Shit.
I will turn to you and say, Kaldor and Vasha need to disappear securely.
Like disappear or like disappear?
Dealer's choice.
I will also see to the Inquisitor and his retinue's rooms.
A nod.
And I'm going to about turn and swiftly walk out of the room.
And I will stride purposely to the docking bay. And I'll come. Do we have? You said we have a regiment of guard on board.
No.
Or is it we have?
Inquisitor.
No.
Oh, the prisoner will have a retinue.
No, so, but we don't have a retinue of soldiers. I thought you said this size ship has a retinue.
It's not a... Well, it's not Imperial Guard, but you'll have crew.
Okay.
And they're loyal to you, as long as you pay them.
Then they will be paid when we get monies. I'm assuming we get monies for this drop-off.
Yeah. You'll get
profit factor, baby.
some profit factor for it, don't you worry.
Excellent. We'll discuss that later. It's fine.
Yeah.
So I make my way to the docking bay to greet the Inquisitor.
I heard a boop boop. 1 second.
It was me.
That's what worries me. I don't see why not.
Nice.
Because, I mean, I'm going to say 2 because
Okay.
some of them would have failed. Okay?
Good shout. Yeah, that works.
It's not ideal conditions. Okay. Sorry, Martin, you said you'd made your way down.
Yeah, just to greet the Inquisitor when they arrive.
Inquisitor Valance. Delightful. Yeah, so as you open the door, as the shuttle comes down, you'll see, is it the militia? I can't remember the name. Auxiliaries for the Space Marines?
What? For, like they're humans.
They're humans.
Serfs, chapter serfs.
Chapter
Kind of a
serfs.
catch-all.
Yeah. At a glance, they're just guard. But they are loading up the cargo that you guys had delivered. And out walks... a well-dressed man. He has one eye that has been replaced, and it glows red. He has a dark brown hair, but cut short, and a scar that's visible on his arm because he's from like his hand. Looks like a burn scar. He's not hiding it.
Does
And
he happen to this scar on his arm? Does it happen to be as if something were attached to his arm at some point?
It looks like a burn. So like something
okay.
has burnt him, and maybe he's gone like that to block it.
Okay.
And out walks Valance, and he has a couple of retinue of some human followers, and what appears to be an orange ape.
Oh, Jakaro. Nice.
He walks down, and he sees you there, and he goes,
Yeah.
look, Captain Seeksman. Pleasure to meet you. Can you show me to my quarters?
Indeed. Welcome, Lord Inquisitor. Come, if you'd like to fun with me, I shall take you to your rooms.
Yeah, and you lead the way.
I do.
And as you're leading the way, you can see he's looking around the ship.
I trust you've had
Monitoring everything.
a pleasant journey so far.
Journey has been fairly uneventful so far, but we'll see how this goes. I'm going to Baylor. Tell me, how long have you owned this ship?
We've never really been into that, Sean.
Has this happened?
It's been, well, on official records, Martin, it's been about 5 years.
5 years. Oh, that's what I was going to say. If that's what the
Unofficial, we could talk about that afterwards.
We'll talk after. We'll talk after about that. But yeah, I'll say to him, roughly 5 years. I've been in command of this ship.
He looks, he's like, indeed.
Fuck. Jesus. Rule number 1, never give the DM wiggle room.
Is it you look, see, so the crew on board currently, so your crew total, I think, is 5,000 souls, I think was the number on the list.
That's or thereabouts. So I don't know the figures in front of me to confirm, but yes, that's roughly right.
We'll double check it. But yeah, he asked how many crew member are on board, and your navigator, how are they?
After their ordeal on the Hive planet, they are readjusting and reacclimatizing well.
He goes, ordeal? Are they
Unfortunately,
stable?
They are very stable. Unfortunately, they were accosted and taken hostage by a menial Hive gang. But myself and my second managed to retrieve with very little incident.
And where is your second?
Currently preparing your accommodations.
Good.
You shall meet her shortly.
luxurious guest quarters, I might add.
Yeah, and he'll keep going, and then he'll go into his room. He'll inspect it a bit. He'll go, very good. And you see him snap his fingers, and the little Jacaro monkey thing just walks in, just grabs a seat, and just
will.
starts tinkering with something.
Yeah, I will have stood outside his room, waiting for them to come.
Okay, so you're there.
Lord Inquisitor, this is my second winter.
I
Okay.
also did that.
Like Cruiser.
I give
Oh,
it
you're
back.
there as well, Josh.
I'm there as well. I'm just coming around the corner.
Oh, okay. Caleb, what was your full name again?
I did not decide on a last name.
Winter, summer, autumn.
Let me get my backstory.
What title would Teclis have on this ship? Would he just be? He wouldn't be Magos. What would he be? Just Adeptus?
I mean, he sits on the council, but he's not formally granted the rank.
Wrong Sci-Fi.
I mean, it'd be Adeptus officially. You wouldn't be a Magos.
He'd be a priest. He'd be a tech, just a
He'd be
tech
a-
priest.
Yeah, just a tech priest, but
It's not that important, I'm afraid.
Not yet.
not yet.
Doubled
No,
in
I-
rank since they last met.
Claire?
We hadn't settled on a last name for my character.
Oh, do you want to pick one?
Okay.
Come back to me a little bit. I'll pick one.
Okay.
Winter
Can my character be watching this on a monitor somewhere? Because he doesn't want to appear. Because
Oh, I'm just going to appear randomly, Matt, because
Well-
no one has
Oh.
actually.
no,
told
actually,
us
that's
to
true.
stay
Actually, no one
hidden.
told us we can't.
Someone
Yeah.
was given
Okay.
instruction.
Fuck.
Yeah,
No, that's it. I'm going to be there then. I'm going to be
Whenever-
outside the door.
When I was leaving, I was calming those two to tell them to hide in the bowels of the ship. I just didn't stop to interrupt the GM.
Oh, well, really? I don't remember anybody saying that to me. Scott,
You-
did anyone say that to you?
No, and I'm checking my gear. I do not have comms,
So,
but I'm not
so
going to
no,
be stood in a doorway.
I'm supposed to be there, so I'm going to be there. I'm going to wait outside the door along with a tech priest.
You follow the tech priest up.
Yeah, I'll just follow tech priest about.
65,000 crew, Sean.
That was it. I knew there was a 5 in there somewhere.
Yeah, that was the
It was-
important thing we needed to cover.
Because the Inquisitor needs to know how many bods he's about to tear through.
At this rate, one. Me.
No, I mean, hopefully, if Claire spots Matt, she might be like,
Just fuck off.
Claire,
Yeah.
do you want to make a perception check? And Martin, I believe it's perception, is it? Or is it spot? It's a spot, isn't it? Or am I getting it mixed up now with bloody thingy?
it is a perception, my man.
Thank you. I'm getting it mixed up with the other game.
Ouch.
Let's make a perception roll.
3 degrees of success.
Beautiful, beautiful.
It's awareness, not perception. Oh yeah, well, awareness. If you're trained in awareness, anyway.
Awareness.
Yeah, you have
I'm
both.
Do I need to make that roll,
I'm not.
or am I not worried?
I mean, you can if you want.
Oh, look, there's
Crack
a
on.
human.
Yeah.
And my character just doesn't give a shit enough unless he's actually needed or there's cash
Yes.
involved.
No, I failed anyway, big time. Absolutely fucking failed.
I did not fail. I got at least 1 degree of success.
You succeed. Yeah, so Martin and Claire, you both spot the tech priest. So if the Inquisitor has his back to you, his front to you two, you see the hallway behind. The Cal and the tech priest walk around the corner.
He's got a
yes.
Chikero. He can't make complain too heavily.
Take care of you.
I will.
But
I
it doesn't
will
matter.
quickly excuse myself and deal with another matter. And go and make the cow we'll make him disappear.
My lord, I will be arranging with the quartermaster to have provisions provided to you and your cohorts in your chambers. Is there anything you are requesting at all?
Corpse dodge?
Cool stuff. He'll go.
And I'm saying
No,
this
no.
like standing so he doesn't have a chance to turn around as Winter walks off.
Okay. You weren't married, were you, Claire?
What?
You weren't married, were you?
No.
Okay. So as you go to leave, he'll say, "Good evening, Miss Silverman."
I'm going to make my footsteps even faster away.
Oh, I do have a box. I just don't care.
Yeah. So he'll go. Nope. I only required as I remained undisturbed for the next few hours. Good evening.
Good evening, Lord Inquisitor.
And you'll go in.
I completely disregard what he says and walk up behind him and say, "Good evening."
Oh my god.
So I speak to him, and
I say,
I don't even look at him. I'm looking at the Jakara, like dead at the Jakara.
Give
And I
me
say-
that thing.
this Xenos, although foul, is fascinating. Where did you acquire it?
He'll turn to face you. And while he does that,
So
he
Nick,
pulls
correct
a
me if I'm wrong,
plasma
but the
pistol.
Seneschal is shooing me away, is she?
he's shooing you away.
I'm dragging him at this rate.
All right, she is. Okay, that's fine. Well, she doesn't need to. She'll just go away, and my character will go. All right then.
Okay.
Gee,
Robert
That is the
Bobby
name
G.
of my
Girthman.
generic character sheet I will be using for everything, so get used to it quick.
we could be here all week. Moving on. Okay, my character will be moved away because he's doesn't want to cause too much of a problem.
That's fine. He'll turn and he'll say, "Well, I picked up this fascinating creature to make me tools. Boom, 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 boom. Somewhere around out in my why is this moving so slow?
I don't know. Why is it moving so slow?
I don't know. It's just loading. It was out in the Ultima segmentum, but he's not going to say any more than that.
To make
And
tools,
he
you
came
said?
to me. He does make tools. It's their only use, and it's why he still is permitted to live.
Might I make a request?
He looks shocked.
I apologise, Lord Inquisitor.
It's fine.
I'm looking to further my research. I require some tools or some small malleable hands that could assist me in my research. Whilst you rest, could I borrow this Xenos?
The answer is no. Fuck off. He's mine, you fucking jippo.
He'll turn to you and he'll say, "Should you wish to apply the services of my beast, you should give up your trying to think how to word this. Give up your priesthood and join a more noble cause like the Inquisition." And he turns and closes the door.
Wow, rude.
He's being amazingly polite.
It's multi-key.
He's
Opens
being
the door. Oh, I guess look, cunt.
yeah, so the door will close. You still have the rest of his retinue to sequest.
It does have a barracks.
I'm assuming they will want to be sequestered close to the Inquisitor himself.
Yeah, so there's 5 humans that you can see. One's wearing all black with a white mask, and you've got a couple of dudes who are all just normal-looking guardsmen. But yeah, they request to be put closer. Is what one of the bodyguards say.
Okay. There's a room straight across from the Inquisitor, then I will see to it that you're all made comfortable in there.
Wonderful. And yeah, they'll head off and go settle. Before I continue this, is there anything else you guys want to do now?
Chase down wherever Winter sent Monat Vasha.
I sent him back down under below. I'm gonna have my 2 underlings prepare the room for the retinue while I go and find Caldor and tell him to stay the fuck where he is and keep out of this Inquisitor's road.
Let's hope the Eldar doesn't have ADHD when you tell him this. Don't do something, you say.
You want to treat him like Thing 1 and Thing 2.
Mutiny.
Delicious, delicious mutiny. Yeah?
Oh no,
yeah,
we've been
so-
boarded by Xenos scum. Oh no, Inquisitor, help us.
Eat dot light.
Okay. Cool. So you head off to go find him. Scott, what are you doing? Oh, okay.
Being a dick.
Murder fucking the time away.
Or actually planning a mutiny.
Starting to sing
Okay.
Hamilton to all of the mutants in the lower decks. Rise up! You know we
You've got
gotta
mutants on your
rise
ship
up.
as well.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay. Very well. Claire, are you said you're searching for him?
Yeah.
Where are you searching on the ship? It is a big fucking ship.
He's been on the ship enough for me to know that he prefers the lower decks. So I will try down there.
Okay. Yeah, you want to try lower decks. So you've got. Do you want to roll a search check to try and find him? You're gonna have to roll pretty high because it is a very big place and he does not want to be found.
You've said that, and Claire will roll a 0-1 now. That
Yeah.
tends to be a habit where I'm like, oh, it's an obscene thing to do, and then she'll be like 1. Or in Star Wars, it's not 20. I'm like, you're a dick.
So search or scrutiny?
Search.
Search.
Yeah, if you hover over the little eye of your skills, it does tell you specifically like what they do.
I did not roll. Why did that not roll?
Lag, man, lag.
Yeah, you search quite a while, and after a couple of hours, you realise you're not going to find him.
Okay, okay.
Gone.
I will find somewhere quiet, secluded. I will calm him and tell him to stay the fuck where he is, but nobody can find him. Because there is someone on board who will kill him if he's found.
Who's that?
Oh, now he fucking responds.
You calmed me.
Yeah, I calmed you earlier and I got no response.
You never said I calm him though. And
You-
I was being a dick at the time, so that works against you.
Part of the course, right?
There is an Inquisitor on board.
Ugh. How many armsmen does he have with him?
Enough.
Define enough. 10,
Enough to
15, 5, 4.
Enough to kill you.
Astartes, non-Astartes, guardsmen.
Does it matter?
Yes. For inevitably, when he turns into a radical and tries to kill you all, yet again, I will have to fix the situation.
There's no fixing the situation. Stay out of the way, and nothing will happen.
I will remind you of that at the appropriate time. Click.
Yes. Okay. I can't. The trader just speaks the fuck up.
I mean, he's right there.
Sean, is the Inquisitor currently asleep?
Go on, do it. Go on,
This
do
is
it.
this is the questions we'd like to hear. The Inquisitor may currently be asleep.
But you've no way of fucking telling, probably.
It's been a couple of hours. How would you like to check?
Do I have scanners on the ship, like what's the word, like life
Bro,
life
it's
scanners,
40k,
like
not
to see
fucking
how
Star
heavy he's
Trek.
breathing? I don't know. I'm just double checking.
Mate,
Well,
like,
I'm gonna.
if
I'm
Star
gonna
Trek is
send-
that you
I'm-
can scan people from anywhere in the ship. This is like the ship is
Yeah, it's life
doing
on the
well
This
to
is
be
what the
in
future
one
of writing
piece.
looks like.
He said he didn't want anybody disturbing him. I have
Yes.
He
something
just
that
stand
doesn't happen.
outside of his quarters with the fucking medical aspects
So-
going, he appears to be sleeping
I'm-
now.
I don't think it would get through the door. Sean, would it get through the door if I was stood outside there with a scanner?
You can. I mean, it's possible.
Auspex does have,
Okay.
can get through, penetrate 10 meters.
Yeah, it's possible. I just want you to roll well enough and quietly
Oh no,
enough.
what I'm gonna do instead is I'm gonna send Pedro through the air vents.
You're gonna send it.
He has silent move. He has silent move.
Okay.
Make a roll then, motherfucker!
Roll for silent move. Let's see how quiet Pedro is in these vents.
Dunk,
Sorry,
dunk,
who's
dunk,
Pedro
dunk,
again?
dunk, dunk.
Pedro is his
Servo
servitor skull.
Servo skull. Oh, right, okay.
Do I get? I don't get a modifier, do I?
No.
Fine. 0.4 degrees of success.
Okay, so
That's a fail,
if he
isn't it?
gets a success more than that, which he's likely to do, you're fucked.
Probably
Mhm.
just the arcade tech is put on and in.
I think if he's asleep, he has to have a -20 to perception. I think Sean has to make up his mind.
Unless he's what? Seriously, he's an Inquisitor. He's most probably got stuff set up. He most probably immediately sets up something as soon as he enters a room. That's what he's got the Jacaro for. Are you mental?
Okay.
Also,
So,
I doubt that he's got.
Let's
Yeah, but-
go.
Josh, to be fair,
Hmm.
I doubt that it's just a total of 35 for an Inquisitor as a base stat.
Sure.
Oh, he failed. Don't worry.
He failed. Yes, he failed.
He failed. Fuck me. All right.
So Martin, Matt can do tech use. So when the Inquisitor demands the death
And
of
his
your
monkey
priest-
failed.
That guy didn't die.
No.
He was-
That was
Oh,
the
shit.
that was
7.1 degrees of success.
that was the Cat-chan in the corner of the room going, "Come on!"
Get out of there, Pedro. Get out of there.
So, yeah, as far as Pedro is concerned, he is stealthy.
He's a fucking ninja, mate. An absolute fucking ninja.
You don't know anyone's aware.
As an extra level of security, I tell Pedro over my comms, because I have a connection to him, that he, if found, is to say he's just performing routine maintenance on the ship.
Okay. So he hoppers along. Vroom, 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 vroom.
Bang.
And don't you have to roll to do a scan?
Probably.
Is it in all specs? There's like a thing for all specs tech use, isn't it? It gives you a bonus to tech use.
Yep.
I'm sure it is.
It is.
I've got it somewhere.
I think it gives you a bonus to perception, actually.
Yeah, you make a tech use roll, and then it gives
Make
you
a
a
tech
bonus.
use,
to
and then you
perception.
get a bonus, or a significant bonus to. Well, it depends on what you're scanning for, actually. But
I just want to scan to see if anyone's awake,
Yeah, just
which I'm
roll.
assuming they are. What's the plus for my Auspex scanner?
It should be on your sheet, mate.
I don't think I wrote it down.
Sounds like
Hang on,
a you
let me see if I expand it. Page 35. Has anyone got the book up already? Because I need to load up the book otherwise.
Nope.
No.
Although you might do need to put your health back to full.
Rogue Trader Core Rulebook.
It's on it's on your character sheet, mate. We made his
Not on my character
stats.
sheet.
Yeah, we made his
No,
stats.
I've literally just got. Oh, what? His stats already on there?
Yeah, we made his stats. Where is it?
Yeah,
Vehicles,
his tech is
NPCs.
35, but he's
There you
also
go.
got a Auspex scanner.
Yeah, that's a plus 10.
20.
Plus 20.
Or plus 10 if you...
Oh, you haven't added his NPC, have you? I can't see him.
Yeah, he's on there as an NPC. He's just, I'll add 20 to it, so it's 55. Minus 3.1
Fine.
degrees of failure.
Oh yeah, there's people in there. And a Xenos.
I'm gonna tell him to come back. I've seen the error come up on his Auspex scanner. I've told him to just jump back.
That is really annoying that my Discord computer setup has stopped working.
Yeah, my
Okay.
phone's finally run out of power.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, Petra head back and he gives you the life scan readings of the 3 people at the room, and he can give you a visual snapshot that was there as well. So you've got the Inquisitor that was standing there. The man that I described was in all black with the white mask, and the Chikero was just working away on what looked like a small ring. Yeah. Anyone else want to do anything? Anyone?
No.
Feeling? Nothing?
Oh, no.
You're all good?
Yeah,
You're all
I'm going to
happy?
kick the door in and kill everyone, because that seems to be the flavour of this evening, but no.
Okay.
I'll tell the navigator we are plotting a course now to Baylor system.
Beautiful. Right, let's load this back up because that was very annoying trying to do it on one mouse. Okay, yeah, so you start heading towards the Baylor system. After a while, you'll get a ping, Martin. From Inquisitive Valence, you'll have one of his lackeys basically come to the bridge and say he's requesting your presence.
Of course, Winter, you have the con.
Give it up.
Beautiful. I'm just going to quickly nip to the loo.
Nip, 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 nip.
Leave me with that sense of existential dread. Before going to the toilet, thank you very much, Sean.
Hey, man.
Everyone ready? Or oh, it's Josh and Matt not here.
I'm here. You
Matt's
are,
here,
never
he's just
went.
not got his camera.
I told
And
you my camera. I told you it would last about an hour.
Josh is technically not with Martin, so does it
Not the end of the
affect him?
world. Okay. So, yeah, the Inquisitor calls you to his quarters, Martin.
Yep, I head there.
Beautiful. So, as you walk into the room, you'll see that again. The Jakara hasn't, well, the monkey hasn't really moved positions at all yet, and is still tinking away with loads of equipment. He's got like a little like magnifying lens on, having a little look. You'll see that standing silently in the one room is the man in black, and you have the Inquisitor sitting on the chair, and he gestures towards a chair opposite him, but that would have your back to the gentleman in black with the white mask.
One sec. With Common Law Imperium, would I know the potential origins of the man with the white mask?
You can roll it.
I'll roll with it.
I feel like he's a flavour of assassin, Martin.
I do.
I don't think necessarily that would be covered under, common.
I have no fucking clue. With the 5 degrees of failure, no.
He's a
looks like a
looking man.
It's a very edgy fashion choice.
Wow, style.
Plenty of skulls.
You can describe them a bit more if you like.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Sure.
Player talk. As a player, I'm like, yes, assassin, maybe Vindicare, maybe not. We'll see. Having been a Moritat, having been a Moritat assassin myself in a previous game, I'm not unfamiliar with such eccentricities. I'll play along, and I won't move the chair. And I will sit down opposite him.
Yeah, cool. He's got some drink out, and he'll give you 2 glasses, and he'll pour out some stuff. He's like, "Here you go. Thank you for welcoming me aboard your ship."
It would be, I would be an ill host if I didn't.
Very good. So I was mentioning before, you've had this ship for around 5 years.
That's or thereabouts, my lord.
Indeed. You must realise it is peculiar for an Inquisitor to come aboard a ship of your own.
It is peculiar, but not unheard of. I did assume that there was more to the story in the telling, but I know better than to inquire of the Inquisition.
Clever man. You and your companion, Miss Silverman, Winter, you call her. I have an instruction for you. We need you to recover something. And with this, I may look over certain previous transgressions. He's looking right at you as he says that.
My face is pretty much mine at the minute, like,
Whatever do you mean, good sir? Look, cunt, don't fuck around.
I know exactly what you're meaning, and I'm not going to give breath to those words. I'm just going to listen for now.
Panic. Calm. Oh no, panic.
I nod understandingly.
Requires your ship to locate a horde of artifacts. It's on a Xenos-held world known as Solemnus.
Solemnus.
That's the one. It's Scott's face.
Oh, there's nowhere. How do I write? Is there a point where I can write notes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get a piece of paper or your phone.
There's nowhere on here. Okay. Okay.
Character
Go on
sheet
the
there is.
character sheet and just do it in the character description. Or actually, there's special notes you can add in the journal section.
Because I'm in journal section and I don't see anything about notes.
If you go underneath Origin Path, it will say acquisitions, misfortunes, endeavors, and special notes. Put in the special notes. If you can see that.
Okay, yeah. So what system was that again, Sean?
I can give you the spelling. 1 second.
I can
It's
keep
cell
spelling too.
lemness. Let's do that. So 40k. That's not the right one. 1 second.
Solemnness, isn't it?
SOLEM, then N for November, ACE.
Solemnness.
Yeah.
Solemnness.
Solemnness.
You'd pronounce it solemnness.
Typically with a heavy Greek
Mm-hmm.
robotic accent.
Beep boop. Solemnness.
Okay. And these artifacts, is there any specific descriptors to them?
They're green and metal coloured.
Green and metal coloured. You are to recover Inquisition documents, and he's going to provide you he'll provide you a data pad that is currently locked. On here is all the required artifacts we need. I cannot stress to you enough that this. I cannot stress to you enough that this would be an incredibly dangerous mission. And the last people who may be able to help you locate the world is a Space Marine chapter, specifically one lieutenant. The lieutenant you're looking for is oh my god, 1 second, it's on my actual notes on my phone.
Ironus.
I nearly said the completely wrong name because he is named very close to a Primarch. It's not Corvus, it's Corvan.
Oh.
Corvan.
Fulgrim.
No, not Fulgrim.
I mean, you might see him, don't know.
And which particular chapter of Marine?
He's of a less-known chapter known as the Iron Phoenix chapter.
Yay.
They are a successor chapter of the Raven Guard, I believe.
Let's fucking go.
And what was the name of the world I had them on? Because I have memory of a fish.
Slash ADHD sufferer.
Yep, and my computer's restarted 3 times, so all the notes I had on my unsaved fucking document is gone.
Hopefully it'll recover.
Gone. It has not, because it restarted again. It's restarted like 4 times. 1 second, that's the map I was looking at when I picked it. Zoom in, zoom in, zoom in.
Technology, first world problems.
I know, right? He was last seen with a sector of his chapter on the world of Prism. Now, you may have trouble finding this world, as it's not on any astrogational charts. And he's going to slide you another, basically like a data pad to stick into your computer to find the world. He was there on a recovery mission of his own with his squad The last we heard is that the planet was raided by orcs. It is about 3 months away from where you are, and it's also on the other side of the Cylindrix Maledictum.
Oh, fuck a duck, man.
So this lieutenant.
There is no... Go on.
No, please finish first.
There is no time limit on this, other than we need... Basically, once you've got the code from Corvin to unlock that datapad, we need the artifacts back as soon as possible, but there is no specific time limit. And he highly recommends that you take the time to gear up and properly equip yourself. He's then going to pass you another chip, and this will... I just need to have a quick look at the profit factor because all of my tabs have disappeared, but he's basically giving you a shit ton of cash to get started.
Okay, so let me get this straight. We need to go to this planet of Solomons.
Solomnus, ultimately, yeah.
To retrieve some Inquisition documents.
Inquisition documents and artifacts of importance to the Imperium.
But the descriptor of what they actually are is on a data slate he's handed me, which is locked, but can only be unlocked by this Lieutenant Corvin.
Corvin of the Iron Phoenixes, correct.
Yeah. He was last seen on Prism, but he's given me a data stick to log into the computer so we can locate where that is.
Yes, because it has been deleted off of normal astrogation charts.
Okay, can I inquire as to why?
Why it was deleted?
No, why Lieutenant Corvin is the only one who can unlock the data slate.
Oh. He's not the only one, he's just the one who would have the code. It's the Iron Phoenixes specifically who had access to this slate.
And he's the most conveniently found one.
Well, that's where him and his chapter went.
The whole chapter went there?
The whole chapter went to secure this world.
Okay.
As it was under invasion of an orc. Wow.
Gotcha. Okay.
He's just... specifically, he'll notify that's his contact within the Iron Phoenixes, and it's just contact has been lost.
And we will receive his aid on mention of your name?
Yeah, essentially pass him the slate, mention his name, and that he will, the Iron Phoenix chapter should be able to help you.
Okay.
As they were on mission from the Inquisition. It's got a nice ring to it.
Mission
from the Inquisition.
Okay.
Easy. Any questions?
Most things are. On paper. But those that seem easy often end up being expensive.
Indeed they are.
So I'm assuming you would have a figure in mind of compensation.
1 second, Martin. Let me bring up the profit factor thing again. Because that Rogue Trader.
If you need like a equivalent, Sean.
Yeah, I did have equivalent up, and it's just all gone to bit shit. I'm not gonna lie.
So, profit factor is kind of like a stat for a character.
Mhm.
In our regard, it becomes a stat when we want to roll requisition of items or equipment or ship parts. If you're buying certain things like ship parts, or if you wanted like like air scrubbers for a colony, they have. You just use the equivalent of a ship life sustainer, and they have a cost. So, profit factor of PF of like 4, for example, to kit out an entire colony with air scrubbers, and so it's kind of like a tangible, interchangeable thing.
Yep.
Most missions vary from rewarding, like 5 to 10 points at a pop. And then when we want big stuff, you might be like, yeah, cool, you've made the roll, you can have it, but it costs you X, Y, Z.
Okay, well,
If
that
that's
makes
any help.
things... I'm going to double check the actual stats in a second, but basically put it... to recover the artifacts and bring them back, it's essentially going to give you a profit factor of 20, which is the equivalent of being, like, multi-millionaires. You wouldn't need to be a rogue trader overmore. You can literally just go buy a planet.
Okay.
What he's giving you now is the equivalent of enough money to kit out the ship with decent guns, or buy a secondary ship.
I like B.
You would. Makes your mutiny a whole of a lot easier.
But it's the level of he wants you kitted out. But should you fail or flee, he knows where to find you.
Oh, of that there is no doubt. Okay. Well.
Good. I'm glad we're in agreement.
That we are. I will acquiesce to the Inquisition's request.
Yeah.
Like you had a choice.
Quest.
I'm a rogue trader, Captain Matt. I have to try and keep some level of integrity and dignity.
Yeah, no, you've got no hope on that. That assumes you had some in the first place, doesn't it?
I've got you on board, so probably not.
No, well, yeah, exactly.
Cool. So I take it you're going to leave, or?
Unless there's anything else you wish to discuss at this present time, Inquisitor.
There's nothing else to discuss unless you have any more questions for me.
Nothing that's arising at present, apart from maybe some knowledgeable advice on where best to outfit my crew and my ship with your generous funds.
He is going to point you in a direction of... Do that one, or that one. You are currently over here. God, this thing is so slow.
Is it known Big Bobby G's back?
Yeah. We're in... Yeah, Big Bobby G's done his Indomitus Crusade. Put it like, I wanted this to be as close to modern 40k as possible.
Okay, cool.
So who knows, the Lion might rock up with Vastor at some point, but not right now.
Beating the fuck out of each other.
The Esteban system, there is a Forge World which should be able to help you with your needs.
Esteban.
Yeah, Estaban.
And what's there, did you say? A shipyard?
I was like, what the fuck?
It's a Forge World. It's in fact a night fort. It's a night world as well, so Imperial Night World. Failing that, there's also the Forge World of Metallica that is nearby.
Fucking love Metallica. The Forge World, incidentally, because it's also a shithole, and in 40k that's saying something.
Yeah.
Okay. But thank you for the advice. I shall let you know when we arrive in the Baylor system.
Very good.
And I will finish my drink. and excuse myself and leave.
Cool.
Now let's see what El Capitino got to say.
Door closes.
And I go to my cabin.
As you're walking out, you'll see that the man in black will also walk out, and he just watches you as you leave, and you hear him cross the hall.
Okay. I go to my rooms, I close my doors, turn the lights off, I ball up on the floor and have a cry.
Yeah, is there anything else anyone wants to do while we go to the Baylor system, or you're all good?
I've been told to lay low, so unless the Captain Regaius informs us of anything, no, I'll continue as I was.
And what my
Is
character
the
will do...
Inquisitor still on the ship?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we still got to get there, mate.
Is the monkey still on the ship?
Also yes.
Good.
Oh man, seriously, there's a new book.
Focus, Matt.
Sorry guys, got to change just a momentary distraction. The Lion, Son of the Forest.
Yeah, I've got 1 hour 30 minutes left.
I'm gonna have to buy that because that's 12 hours and 15 minutes long.
Buy it, it's good. Carry on with what you're doing. Focus.
Sorry. I was about to say, you know, the Eldar is pretending to be a god
In the lower decks, yeah.
in the lower decks. Well, my character's going to choose a different portion of the lower decks, and he's going to start spreading the wisdom of the, I wouldn't say the Talvar, so to speak, but it's the Farsight enclaves.
The
And,
greater good +1.
yes.
The Talvar Plus. Now with less
I'll tell you what.
ethereals.
Yeah.
I
Now
see this.
ethereal free. Oh yeah.
I kind of see what's going on over, whatever communication systems are within the ship, and I just wander through both of the areas that they're in with my little incense.
Do you now, cunt?
I was gonna say, do you? I don't think you're going to be welcome there. Actually, no. Look, my character's going to do what he does. If people want to listen to him, they'll listen to him. If they don't, they won't.
Beautiful.
I mean,
So
as a matter of
You followed the
respect, I won't
Imperium.
interrupt what you guys are doing, but I just want a little blessing of the Omnissiah in this too.
do you know what? What's the Matt, just for shits and giggles, can you do what's the persuade on here? Is it diplomacy? Huh?
Coercion, baby.
Coercion, yeah, I suppose so. Or carouse, or charm.
Yeah, well, carouse is drinking, and it depends. If you coercion someone, it's
Well, that's
like,
just physical
I need
intimidation.
you to do this. No, because that is literally intimidate. If it's charming, it's more like, remember that time we were drinking and then you fell over and bust your ass, and then I taped it back together. I need you to do this thing for me, please. So it depends what angle.
It's to use to resist the effects of alcohol and narcotic.
Yeah, that's carouse.
Okay.
It's drinking.
Hang on, so...
If you both, Scott, are you also using words or?
Oh, I don't actually give a shit.
Okay.
Like, I'm not,
This is more for my own little notes here.
Alright, cool.
Can you just roll
I'll make a
on?
roll.
Yeah. If you could both make a roll on, let's say coercion, then. I just want to see how successfully. Josh, are you trying to convince people on your side, or just blessing people?
Oh no, I think that what they're doing is straight up heresy, so rather than start a fight with them, I'm just going around with my little steam ball.
Like a little Skaven in a tunnel. I would probably go that direction. There you go. No one gives a shit.
Oh, is it command? Is that we...
No, that's the direction my character would go.
Right, I'm just trying to... Command?
Because you're lesser life forms, so why would I be like, hey guys, do you have a moment to talk about Kane and our Lord and Savior Aisha. No, he didn't really give a shit. It's more just like, I'm bored, I'm gonna fuck with them.
It's like a performance one, because none of these really make sense to me.
I think there is literally a performance, but it's under their, what do you call it?
I don't want to.
Advance.
Yeah, performer.
I don't want to. I just want to. Yeah, if I just want to talk, I don't want to dictate or tell people.
Just
what
make
to
a
do.
fellowship roll. Just make
Yeah, make a fellowship roll.
Fellowship. Okay, fellowship.
Josh, can you make a fellowship roll as well? That's probably the best thing.
Yeah, no one gives a shit about me. No one gives a shit about me.
No, see, Sean's doing this because he wants to know whether or not there'll be 3 separate and distinct religions that will crop up and cause civil wars in the lower decks.
Well, not mine won't. Because
Who
I've
brings a
got.
success?
Well, okay, that makes it. I mean, Scott's got me to fucking
Yeah,
teach this, but like,
Because it's why I would be asking for rolls at this point.
yeah, but look, the Imperial cult isn't really doing much, but the Omnissiah is very popular down there for some fucking reason.
Well,
Because they live with the techs, and that helps us. The Omnissiah lets you breathe in the void of vacuum.
Okay.
Omnissiah is your mother. Suckle from her teat. There is 1.4 ounces left in mother's milk.
Your Archmagos is so old.
Claire, what you
5.
Since the captain's no longer on deck, I'll be running the ship.
You'll see that there is the one Inquisitor dude who's just remained.
Yeah, I'm just pretty much just ignoring it at this point and just going about duties.
Beautiful.
I will try to keep a bit of a side eye on them though.
Okay. Yeah, so after about a further week of travel, you arrive at Baylor.
Question?
Yes.
Martin, are
Yeah.
you telling anyone anything in this time?
Not at present.
Okay.
Cool. You reach Baylor, and the Inquisitor says bye to. Who's gonna?
I will be seeing them off.
You'll be seeing them off. Anyone else?
well, I'm not allowed to, so fuck them.
I'll be telling Winter and Tetlis to both be there.
I am.
Okay, I'll be there.
Josh, was there nothing else you wanted to do during this time?
Where is the monkey currently?
Fuck
So
me.
this is more like before he leaves during the week. Did you want to do anything, or are you just waiting until he's about to leave?
He just wants
Oh,
to
I'll
see
wait
it.
until he's about to leave when he least expects it.
Cool.
I'm
The
going
monkey is
to-
about a foot from his left, like
when
walking
they're leaving.
beside him.
Do I have control of the doors? Is the monkey behind him?
It's to his left.
Don't be.
Can
Jesus
I
Christ.
distract the monkey in some way so that he lags behind slightly?
How would you distract him?
Banana, you brazen
Uh,
fuck.
I'll tell you what. I'm gonna. Obviously, there's a week before. Well, so this is like in planning stage, right? I'm going to put a small piece of alien tech that I currently have hidden away, and I'm going to place it just to the left-hand side of the gangway by the door, in the
Okay.
hopes of distracting the monkey so that he goes to it just as the Inquisitor walks through the main doors. And then as he walks through the main doors, I'm going to close the doors and separate them.
Oh, a trap. Josh, I'm begging you. I'm actively begging you now. I'm all up for fuckery and rando. But stop it.
I want that monkey so bad. I don't even know.
Yeah, but the whole point is, he is going to fucking die.
And it won't just be
He's
him.
gonna rip
Roll
him to
again.
fucking shreds.
It won't just be him. It's my ship, so I will be held responsible too.
Well, that's fine.
Well, I say, okay, can I also hack into the Inquisitor ship to make it fly off into the sunset as soon as I close the doors?
I'm shooting the tech Bruce.
Tech
Can I roll
use.
a tech use?
I'm
Yeah,
doing
Can I
tech
roll a
use,
tech
go on.
use if it works? Because I'm in planning stage right now.
Come on. Tech use.
Really?
Okay.
4.8 degrees of success.
Okay. You've done something to his ship.
FYI, Josh, that's assuming there is no modifiers, which Sean plants in his head. Thank you.
It's not to say shit, dude. You're
Um,
fucking the Inquisition.
And then
You're
you're
gonna fuck yourself.
planting a bit of xenotech. I will use survival, I guess, for like hiding it. Roll it based on
Oh,
survival.
I have
I think it's under
0
concealment.
survival.
Oh, is it concealment? Is there concealment? Ah, concealment. That's the one you want.
My concealment is very low.
Yes, it is.
Interesting.
Yes, it is.
And you're doing this all secretly, right?
I mean, I'm attempting to.
Silent move, please.
Clunk, 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 clunk.
Okay. Interesting.
Martin, you know how like I when I needed a stealth gig doing, and I was like, hey, I'm essentially a fighter in full plate, but there's a rogue over there.
Yep. Sean, good question. Do I have a security detail on this ship?
Yeah. I think they'd be part of the crew, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it's the crew count.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
This isn't looking good.
It's looking very good actually from my perspective.
I've got a feeling. Do you have a character in mind to replace this one? So he does succeed. Wow.
Which is weird, because it's minus, but...
Yeah, it's 0.00 and all that shit.
Okay.
But that was just in the planning phase. That was me thinking about it.
Mm-hmm.
And these would be the rolls if you went ahead with it.
Exactly.
But you can't.
So you fucked with his ship. You
can't
tried to
time
hide
control.
it. Cool. What next? Do you want to wait and now it's the time, or?
No, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna. Can I roll tech to upgrade his software on his systems?
Fucking pussy. Trying to
Whose
back
systems?
out of it.
The Inquisitors.
The one that you.
The one you just hacked.
I've
you
accessed his systems.
You've already hacked it, so now what you do
I've
with
already
it?
hacked it. So now.
So you've hacked
I'm
it to
probably
pilot
gonna
in,
get-
to autopilot it to the sun.
So
No,
now
you
I want to
say
roll
that.
tech to see if I can just update his drivers.
Right.
Oh dear.
So obviously, if it all goes tits up, I can turn around and say, "Oh well, I was just improving your ship. I must have accidentally,
Okay. Well, you've done that. You've already done your 4.2, so you've got access to the systems to do whatever you want.
Cool. I'm gonna update his driver software. I'm gonna just delete his cookies. Just make it all run a registry check. All that
The
nice stuff.
defrag, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. And then your plan has been set. Cool. Can you make an awareness check as you're leaving that ship?
Oh fuck.
Click, 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 bitch.
He succeeds.
Success.
That's great. Yeah, you did not pass.
Oh.
So yeah, as far as you can see, you were the only person in that area. And yeah, you're heading back to your room. Yeah. Job well done.
I suppose yeah, job well done. Yeah.
Cool. Job well done.
Where is our security system?
Under the command of
I
Josh,
am
apparently.
the
so better look.
security system.
I am security system.
Cool.
You've
Yeah. So the day comes, the Inquisitor goes to leave. Josh, the monkey, is walking past the door.
Well, he didn't see my trap.
Well, he's walking. He's walked out. So your trap is ready, is it?
Yeah. So he'll look directly at where it is, and you'll keep walking. He's just going to keep going. The man in black will then walk up, and he'll pick up the piece of technology, and he'll place it in your hands. The Inquisitor turns around
Why human?
and faces you, because you can say whatever you want to this guy. You're not getting a single response. Had I have not just hired you, I would have had you sent off to be taken apart piece by piece by the tech priests of Mars. You're playing a dangerous game now.
I want to roll logic.
Okay. For what?
I'll tell you after I get a success. 6.7 degrees of success.
No, you tell me what you want to do. and
I'm
I'll
gonna.
tell you.
I'm gonna.
Okay.
I'm gonna say it either way. So I turn to him and I say,
Correction.
Surely it
You
is
turn and
better
interrupt.
to serve. Oh,
What was that? I didn't hear a word of that.
surely it is better for me to push the boundaries of my position to better serve the Omnissiah and the Emperor.
I'm very, very
Has anyone heard of
discreetly
this?
moving
In the
away.
wind?
Oh my god, man. Okay,
Shoot him. Just fucking shoot him, mate. His character's being a tool. An absolute tool.
Also, logic is for like puzzle solving, so
yeah.
best of luck.
You are,
got me to roll something out.
are you trying to convince him? What are you trying to do?
Yeah, I was going to use logic in the sense of it's logical for me to be pushing my position, if that makes sense.
Not with the Inquisition, it's not.
They're pushing your position and pushing your luck.
I guess charm is where it would fall under.
Have any charm.
Well, good luck with that then.
Well, you're trying to use language to convince him. It's not.
That and your
It ain't a
argument
logical
was
thing to do to fuck with an Inquisitor's ship.
Okay, yeah, it's fucking stupid.
Or hide Xenos tech.
or in this case,
Hey,
particularly
he
if
has
you're-
a literal Xenos following him around.
Yeah,
Like,
but he's the Inquisitor. That's
He
different.
can do what he fucking
He-
pleases, man.
it gives
And that's part of
sanction.
his retinue. And it's also not weird for a rogue trader to have Inquisitors have fucking Xenos about, because you are all sanctioned with your writ of trade. He's sanctioned because he's an Inquisitor. Trying to fuck
I
with his
disagree
shit is
with
not
the moral level.
sanctioned. Say that again?
I disagree with it on a moral level.
Well,
Alright, cool. Let's see if his plasma gun agrees with it on a moral level.
I was gonna say, I don't think he
Um,
gives a fuck. He's the Inquisitor.
So, you've
Your
what did you
caliber-
roll to convince him?
your
Yeah,
caliber
yeah.
as well.
Come on, give me the big, give us a big. Either I want it to be massive
It ain't gonna be
success, or
This
an
could be really
absolute
bad.
epic failure. Come on.
Charm, give it a go.
Oh,
Minus 2 degrees of failure.
Oh, it's not too bad.
This
It's
is
only
way
minus
better than I
2.
thought it was. Considering I have 7 charm, like, that's actually not that bad.
I want to see what happens, and then I'll tell you what I would have done to you.
Oh, fucked you.
Not sure. What's the vibe?
me and Winter are present for this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you interceding before what happens?
Yes, I will. Lena,
No, fucking don't. Let him do it. Otherwise, you're fucked too.
looking at Winter, do you have your weapons on you? Claire.
What?
No weapons.
You're fucking nuts. You're more nuts than a sect priest.
Okay, at which point then,
I'm on my own fucking ship saying goodbye to Inquisitive. What the fuck would I need a weapon for?
at which point I pull out my sword, hand it to you, and I say, with the flat of the blade, beat him.
Me too.
That is a direct order, Seneschal.
Tech priest.
The monkey. Beat the monkey. Beat the monkey.
No, it means the Inquisitor.
Which one are you?
I will swing the blade and beat him with it.
Beat him with it. Who's him?
Techless.
Right. You need to specify these things.
Sorry, at the end of this, he'll be techless.
That calms the Inquisitor. And he just sort of bites his lip. You can't get away with this one this time.
As I walk over towards the Inquisitor, I will say to Seneschal, I said to Seneschal, don't stop until he's unconscious.
Yeah, do it. Yeah. I reckon there should be a fight on.
My Lord Inquisitor,
Alright,
I sincerely apologise for the Mechanicus's overstepping. This is an embarrassment to himself and to me and to every single member of my crew, and I will pledge that sufficient punishment shall be dealt.
Me and Matt in the lower decks just watching on security
I do the
campaign.
same. I curl myself
Fucking
up.
mental.
I kind of bring myself smaller by rolling myself up like a shrimp, and I just say,
I also apologise profusely. I'm just very fascinated by your monkey.
Turn the field on the sword, Seneschal.
Turn the field on.
I missed what Martin said.
So
I said, turn the field on the sword, Seneschal.
Okay.
we'll roll for damage in a second. Yeah, the monk, Chikaro, and the Inquisitor head onto the ship. The man in black.
The what? That.
Yes.
The man in black.
I shall call him Johnny.
Basically, he'll start to head off, and then that's when you realise he's had his hand on his power blade, just waiting for the word. And they'll get on the ship and they'll leave. This is when you start to see the ship freak out a bit. As it starts to head over towards the sun, but after a tense 5 minutes or so, it then re-diverts back to Baylor.
I'll just say, assuming we'll survive, assuming we do the mission, assuming we go to Somnolace, do the job, come back, we go, yay, here's your stuff, and the Inquisitor goes, cool, here's your reward. Bang, you tried to kill me. Bang, you tried to kill me. Bang, you tried to kill me. And you are getting 2.
Yeah.
so you're saying,
That's
don't
always
meet
on the
me in
cards.
ship when you've given the reward.
Alright, that's enough, Winter.
I'd just like to say at this point, you don't want to be on the same portion of the galaxy when we hand that reward in.
We left it in safety deposit box 84929947384333333333. Bye. We'll take PayPal as payment, thanks.
I believe the correct term is dick! You absolute dick!
Yeah, the Inquisitor's gone. Martin.
I take my sword back from Winter.
She ain't stopping,
For
mate.
this whole trip, you would have gained a profit factor.
A profit factor.
Yeah, I know that it's actually quite a lot, I think. I just need to double check it all. I've lost all my reference guide and I'm very annoyed about all this. I will be chucking this shit bucket of a PC out a window soon.
I'm just trying to see where I put it down. The profit points.
Pop in the notes for now and I will figure it out.
I don't know how many I've actually got in total.
You do. It's literally on your couch sheet.
Whereabouts on the couch sheet?
Skills sheet. So the same place
Which
it was
part?
last time. Skills page, bottom right, past the main fucking profile, just
Found
above
it.
skill groups, under advanced skills.
Excellent. Been a while since we played, Scott, so I'd forgotten. Thank you.
Oh, look at
So
the
I've
sheet.
got a profit factor up to 21. Okay.
We've all got it individually on our sheets.
Okay, I put mine's up to 21 anyway, so I've regained it.
Yeah. What was the game?
And it was 20 when we started.
So it's gone up 1.
Now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coolio. Right, well, I go. My character looks there for a moment, just looks at the. Because even the tower most probably have heard of the Inquisition and the fact that they're nasty shit.
Yeah, I mean, for you, they've probably instigated burning your worlds, and for me, they've fucking raped fucking craft worlds.
So I've gone. The tech priest did fucking what?
Mad fucker.
Absolute fucking mentaler. Absolute mental. Bonkers.
To be fair, tech priests don't care. We get very confused with the amount of mice I've got on my computer.
I'm just having to restart my camera because it's messed up.
Sean, can you check your Discord, please?
Rage. So much rage.
Yes.
Is that the answer to the question, or yes, you're going to check your Discord?
Yes.
Both, actually.
Right, well.
I'm gonna have to have the tech priest's unconscious body dragged off somewhere.
Yes, you can drag it to the. I'm not sure if
I can leave it there, mate.
I'm not sure if the the workshop or the infirmary would be a better place to take him.
I'm just gonna dump him in the workshop.
Well, that's happening, Sean.
I'm going.
I'm-
As soon as I see them dumping the workshop, I'm going to go in, and I'm just going to sit there and look at him
I
and
will.
wait for him to move.
I will calm.
The workshop's my workshop, yeah?
Yeah, I'm dropping you in your one workshop. I will
Okay,
calm
my 2
both.
servitors come over and pick me up and drag me to where I need to be.
Okay, I will calm both the Tau and the Eldar to let them know that the Inquisition has actually left.
Julio, but I'm going to go over to the tech priest and say, "Ooh, that looked like it hurt." Actually, what would I do? How would I describe you? I suppose would he be Earthcast? I suppose he would be, wouldn't he?
An equivalent to us. For you, yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
What's the Earthcast?
Can we just...
Will it just be Grayla still?
Yeah.
No, because it would be Gwalar something.
Metal boy.
Gwalar- Earthcast. Gwalar Foy. So Gwalar Foy. Did that hurt? I can't believe you did it. It must have
did
been
you
lunacy.
I disconnected my pain sensors prior to the beating. I require small repairs.
Ah, right. Quite a lot of damage done to your body, I noticed. Well, next time you do that, just give me some warning in advance, and I can put a sweepstake on to see how far, to see how long you last before you fall over. All right. Cheers. And my cat fucks off. Because you're fucking mental, mate, as far as he's concerned. Right, so
I'm going
moving
to
on.
tell the navigator to just take us to the edge of the system for now,
Yeah.
and I'm going to call while Teclis is getting repaired. I'll call Basha, Kaldor, and Winter to my chambers.
Sean, if I'm getting repaired, do I need to bother with taking damage? Because I'll be back at full strength anyway, won't I?
Nah,
I mean,
don't worry about
essentially,
that.
it's funnier because fleshies would have plasters. You're just going to be covered in duct tape.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh,
1 second.
yeah, I'll go to Regaius's rooms.
I'll go as well.
Yeah. Cool. Josh, do you want to send Pedro to record it, or?
Yeah, go on then.
Beautiful. You can talk through Pedro. I will only accept you speaking fluent Spanish with the voice modulator as responses.
Yo soy hombre un leche.
Oh, no, it's like the one
Yo soy
from
hombre de leche.
Solar Watch. Sí, extremes, es muertos.
Oh yes.
Gregorius.
Yeah, Gregorius. Yeah, he's quite good actually. He's funky, that guy.
It's fucking cool.
Cool. Yeah. After a while, everyone is covered.
I'm going to occasionally prod the skull because it's just like weird. It's just like because the tower like, what the fuck is that? Because you know when they have a Tau drone, they have a drone that's specific. You have a fucking floating skull. My cat's like, poke. What's
So-
it do?
Sean, Martin, you'll get this because of the kids' connection. I'm Eldar, one of the Elder races. Matt is the youngest race, so I'm going to treat him like a toddler. So every time Matt goes poke poke, I slowly just push his hand down. And then he'll go poke poke, and I'll just every time, without even looking, and while I'm talking now, I'll be like, yeah, but we can't go there because it just makes no sense. That's going to be my interactions with Matt.
Love it.
Yeah, that's fair. No, I'm perfectly happy with that. That's fair. It's poking occasionally.
I will meet them in the briefing section of the chambers. Nice long table, bit of food laid out.
I have lembas bread.
You have crusty
Elven
lembas
bread.
bread. We have been commissioned for a job for the Inquisition. Further beyond this, drop off. We are to retrieve some artifacts of importance to the Imperium and inquisitorial documents from planet Solomance. But to do that and find out exactly what it is we are retrieving, we need to unlock this data slate. For that, we need to speak to one Lieutenant Corvin of the Iron Phoenix chapter of Space Marines. Right, keep it in your suit. Yes.
There's one for you and one for the GM. Sean, I would like to extinguish a fate point for this session to automatically pass a test, which would be Forbidden Lord Xenos. Do I know that fucking place?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. You know all about who inhabits that place.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Guys, Xenos. Fucking got you as well. Okay, cool. Thank you, DM. El Capitano. El Capitano.
Yes.
You know the meme of the guy going,
Yep.
that's what I do. And I go, sorry, where?
What?
Solomance.
Okay. And they want us to go there for...
to retrieve artifacts of importance to the Imperium and some inquisitorial documents.
Mm-hmm.
Speak your mind, Caldor.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Yeah. Mm. Why don't they just go themselves? Why send the fortune?
Because from the Imperium's point of view, we are expendable.
From a certain point of view.
Indeed. Not from my point of view. But alas, to find Lieutenant Corvin, we need to go to a place which isn't on any of the Imperial navigation logs. We need to find and go to the planet of Prism.
But I thought the Imperium of Man had all data pertaining to all systems under its rule. Surely if it's not in the system, it doesn't exist.
Surely it doesn't, but it happens to exist on this data stick.
So it was removed from the archive.
Shut the fuck up. But if we make ourselves known to this Lieutenant Corvin, and in fact with Inquisitive Balance has sent us at his request, he'll unlock the data slate. That'll give us the information what we need to collect from Solomons, and then we can get on our way. If we manage to retrieve the artifacts and the data that's required, we will be given a reward sizable enough to make even me consider retirement. But I know.
I think you got in advance, knowing yourself.
Well, one does like to test the water with his toe before he dumps face first in. We have been given an advance, a modest amount, enough to refit the ship, to requisition anything we may need for this venture.
Of X amount once the DM figures that out.
Yes.
Enough to buy another ship of equal size to the one you currently got.
Light cruiser, then.
Another light cruiser, should you want, or you can just use that money to kit this ship out.
My ride.
Well, the problem with the ship, so this would probably, like, I'm doing it in games and mechanics, but realistically, it's going to end up coming from Josh. Like, this ship it's also a space and a power issue. So this motherfucker, Martin's ship, is the best I could make it on the space that I could cram in. It's like looking through war gear options and going, I'm taking all the stuff that costs 20 points. And it, like,
I mean, don't have to spend the money on the ship, I'm just saying.
oh yeah, no, that was just more for, like, because at the end of the day, it's going to fall realistically to sort of Martin and Claire to figure out what direction they're going to go. Potentially, you could, if you can make the requisition roll, you could get some. You could upgrade the torpedo flavor because they are standard plasma right now.
Torpedoes all round.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
No. Oh, planet killers. Sorry, did I say that?
I don't think that we'd make that roll, mate.
It's not yet.
Oh, the other one is, yeah, additional ships, I guess, but then you need to, realistically, this is more of a player. If you need to trust whoever you put in on them. So, again, potentially you're probably looking at Claire or whoever's got the skill set that could do it. The other thing is you either have 2 light cruisers, or you could go with the Fortune, which is a light cruiser, and then like multiple escorts. So like 2, 3, basically a squadron of frigates.
Yeah.
Which again upguns everything because you go in a formation.
So this is a discussion we can have sometime in the next 2 weeks. once the GM gives us the actual output of what we're getting.
Well, you just essentially, if it's to buy an equivalent ship that we're already on, you just use the cost of this ship as what.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what the cost of this shit was.
I've written, it's all down. It's all down, mate. If this fucker would open. Beep, 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 beep.
But moving back on, I
Yeah.
for the captain.
55, FYI mine.
Wow.
What was the cost of this? Was it?
That's 55 profit factor.
And then for every 1 in 4.
So the profit factor for like completing this mission is going to be 10 times that.
Yeah. See, the fact that there's that, Sean, makes me go, but how much will it cost to fix our shit?
That's total completion, like, you know,
Yeah.
getting everything from Solemnus. It's not like
I would like to buy some Eldari Terminator armor,
So
a
hang on.
Dreadnought as a backup.
So you said the profit factor for completing this is 10 times what we spent on this ship.
yeah, it's a 550.
Okay.
I'm having my own fucking armada.
Well, actually, it's enough to buy like a subsector map. FYI.
Now, seriously.
Yeah.
You realise this is basically very similar to what we do in D&D, when someone agrees to pay you an enormous sum of money, you never get that enormous sum of money.
No.
Anyway, moving on.
Regardless, so we need to go to Prism and find the Iron Phoenix chapter and speak to this lieutenant. And in the meantime, I suggest we can either head to Esteban system in the Forge World there to fit the, outfit the ship and ourselves, maybe with some updates to the crew and the crew capacities.
You tech priest might be a good idea.
Don't tempt me. I look at the server skull.
I poke the server cell again. Poke.
I'm of the understanding you can hear us, Techless. If it's anything like your previous actions, that assistance will never be required again. The moment you put myself and this ship and this crew in danger, you become a liability. I don't deal in liabilities.
The master advises.
I suggest you heed it.
It's worth the reward.
Tell that to yourself again the next time it happens and you're staring down the barrel of a plasma pistol. I promise you that's how it will end. And I'll feed what is left of you to your server skull.
We will take this into consideration.
Good.
But I do have a question, my lord. I was present removed from the archives.
It is a very good question. And if you find the courage to ask the Inquisition that, then you can have, and I'll either look forward to the answer or pay my respects at your funeral, one of the two.
What was the question? Why was it removed from the archives?
Uh-huh.
Cool. You can try and figure it out if you like, Claire. Have you got Forbidden Law Astartes?
No. But I'm also not trying to figure it out. I've just asked my
Does anyone have that? You can roll it if you got it.
No, we don't.
I mean, technically for you and thing would be Xenos, wouldn't it?
It
Or
would.
that just apply under.
It
No,
depends. It
that's
could
the
be
way you
under
want to
war.
flip it.
It could be under war, knowledge war, or
It'd be forbidden because
depending
it's
on
the
what-
darker flavors.
dark
is.
flavors. Flavor.
Is a darker flavour.
Mm.
Mm.
Nope, not a sausage.
Well, you succeeded, so you'll know, Scott, that at one point there was a Space Marine chapter there called the Rainbow Warriors.
There actually was. Yeah.
There was actually, yeah, there was.
Oh, there was a character name. There was a named character.
And he's pictured shooting a battle sister.
Is it magenta? It's not magenta. Is it? It's not his name.
What's his name? Right.
Is this a Chaos Legion?
Records not found.
What's his name? It was a color. It was. That was what made it so ridiculous. It was something.
It was a bit ridiculous looking, wasn't it? It's
Violet.
Vermilion.
Vermilion. That was it. Vermilion.
Got Brother Vermilion and Brother Captain Varagol.
Sorry.
I just thought it was, suitable to have you guys to go to a Space Marine chapter that's only mentioned in Rogue Trader.
A world called Prism to find the Rainbow Warriors.
Led by the chapter master Led Zeppelin.
Oh no.
Oh god. I did miss my chance of having the best named Inquisitor, and it's just hit me. Obi-Wan Sherlock Clouseau. Is that his name? I'm sure that was his name.
That's pretty close, yeah.
You fucking
Wow.
Like dead on there.
Yeah, Obi-Wan
Amazing.
Sherlock Clouseau, that's his name. The first ever named Inquisitor.
That's brilliant. I love that.
They're totally embarrassed about that now, aren't they?
Oh yeah, they technically have not decanonized him, but I do have a beautiful picture of him, which I'll post in the 40k chat because I have decided he absolutely has to make an appearance.
He has to exist. He just has to exist.
That's a picture of Obi-Wan Sherlock Clouseau in the 40k chat. Just beautiful man.
Mad fucker.
Wow.
I was getting Bombadil vibes.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Here's a picture of a Rainbow Warrior.
Yeah,
I don't need to see it.
Yeah, basically, it's just
Are they Ultramarines' successor?
No, they're not. I believe they're an Archangel's successor, actually.
They are an Ultramarine successor.
'Cause that's the
It's
symbol.
just there's an identical chapter that claims to be an Iron Fist thing called the Thunder Warriors, who are totally not related to these guys. Because these guys were mysteriously wiped off the map for a reason. And that's just genuinely the lore, because I've just watched a whole thing on them. I fell in love with them.
They were just far too extravagant.
Yeah. They just mysteriously just disappeared.
They couldn't agree on the colour scheme for the ships.
Yeah.
They just died out.
They're also one of the only... I think they're actually one of the very, very, very first Space Marines to get art outside of, the normal... where he's standing there and it's just, showing you off the colour scheme. There was a bit of art in the magazine itself, which shows Brother Vermilion shooting the Sister of Battle. I can't remember a bloody
no, it's the other way
name.
round. It's the other way round.
Is it the other way around?
Sister Sin is shooting Brother Vermilion.
Thank you, Sister Sin. That was it.
Yeah, I've got the main rulebook. It's in there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, we were diverted drastically off of that. Where were we? Yeah, so Martin, was explaining the situation to the crew.
So we have an option now. We can either go to the Esteban system and outfit the ship and ourselves there, or we could go to Forge World of Metallica.
And to my knowledge, which one of those two systems is the better one for outfitting?
I mean, they're a Forge World. The other one, is a Night World that the Mechanican helps on. So the Imperial Knights are there, which not directly the same world, same family as the one that you come from, but you would have heard of them.
Yeah, I'll vote for the opposite one.
Metallica.
You need to buy another ship, Martin. Call it Master of Puppets. You need another frigate called Ride the Lightning.
Why don't you have one called Hell's Bells?
So this is
ACDC,
also a Night
that's why.
World, Claire. So
Don't care.
the Night World of House Raven live on Metallica, and then Esteban.
Hufflepuff live on the other one. And the Chaos One is Slytherin.
Esteban 7.
Wow, it's not Esteban 5.
And is home to the Deathbolt's Titan Legion. But they're not connected to the Knights, so yeah. No Knights on here.
How much can we get a Titan?
There is Titans though, and they're fun.
We do have profit at the minute.
I mean, you could hire a free blade if you can fit it on the ship.
Can you fit a free blade on a light cruiser?
Yeah,
I don't see
definitely.
why not, yeah.
Because it's not a Titan. It's it's not anywhere near that big. So yeah, it shouldn't be a problem.
So, that's something to think about on the way there. So we're going to go to Metallica then, are we? If we're going to pick up... I mean, I quite like the idea of having a group of smaller ships, personally. But I'm also thinking smaller ships means which means more crew, which means more spread of the profit factor.
Not really. Because it's tied to the household. Like, you don't pay the crew. Them living and breathing and getting fed is their pay. Welcome to 40k. It's all but slavery without saying the word.
Awesome.
Basically, yep.
I mean, so I'm quite up for having frigates and escort ships, and obviously saving some to kit ourselves out, maybe.
Who you putting on what? I like how we all hear blah blah and everyone looks and it's like, nope, not me.
No. I'm just I'm posting pictures of, because it sounds like you've all agreed to go to Metallica.
Yeah, it's the dirty grey ones, which actually it's if Girly Man's back, is it still a war zone or is it finished? That's why I tested war, and I failed horribly. But I'm also curious as a human.
The war, the fight on Metallica's over.
Okay.
Sean,
but
I have,
this is House Raven.
I have Adeptus Mechanicus Forbidden Law. Can I use that?
Yeah, sure. What do you want to know?
I just want to see whether or not they're still kicking shit out of each other.
Wasn't it Death Guard kicking the fuck out of Metallica, or was it Black Legion?
There was Orcs. There was...
I can't remember if it was like every cunt, but...
Every cunt at some point looking at this. They were involved in multiple wars of Armageddon.
Yeah, I was just going off of if you're in Gilliman timeline.
Gilliman.
They had Warzone Carcadon and got a Warzone Metallica. So I was just wondering.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they're currently in a fight.
Cool.
Yeah, Carcadon campaign unknown. Force of Death Guard led by Typhus, the Herald Nurgle. Once more certain thing. Bringing a far-edge claim, but like that was put to an end by the Indomitus Crusade.
Right.
And this is post that crusade.
Yeah,
so
yeah. So they've rocked through,
chill.
gone off you fuck.
They're chill currently.
Cool.
What did you want to know, Josh?
No, it's fine. That's all I wanted to know.
Oh, yeah, you'd know that. Cool. Anything else, guys, or you're all groovy?
All good.
Good.
So I'll head to the bridge and plop in the data stick with the location coordinates for Planet of Prism.
We'll go Metallica.
Do this so we can locate it, and then we'll go to Metallica. I've actually no. Scott makes a good point. There's no point in me dropping it if we're going to Metallica first. Yeah, so we'll go Metallica first, then we'll do that afterwards.
Beautiful. Yeah, you'll start to head to Metallica. I know it's a lot of talky. It was a bit slower this one, but I'm going to leave this one here because I actually want to plan stuff for the Forge World.
And so, our crew get to live to fight another day, but the galaxy is vast and full of dangers from the warp and beyond. Who knows what lies ahead for our crew? But thank you for joining us on this thrilling ride through the Warhammer 40k universe. We hoped you have enjoyed watching the Rogue Trader campaign as much as we have enjoyed playing it. If you'd like to see more of our wonderful adventures in the future, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And as always, may the Emperor protect you in your own journeys through the grim darkness of the 41st millennium.